everyone, and welcome to Shelby This Week. Top news stories. Shelby's exceptional lights are shining bright, and tips on where to give during this holiday season. All this, plus much more, but first. There was a township tradition. Residents of all ages enjoyed the entertaining event with a few surprise guests to help light up the township. Stacy Sansatera has the story.
It was another old-fashioned Christmas on the municipal grounds at Shelby Township's annual Christmas Aglow.
And we're looking forward to an excited evening tonight. Santa Claus will be here soon. He'll light the tree for us, and this is his big arrival here in Shelby Township. It's a great time for the families in Shelby Township to come on out. Free event, thanks to Christian Financial that sponsored this event. So people look forward to this every year. It's just a beautiful night.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the other things going on here on the grounds.
Yes, we have the horse-drawn wagon rides, which everyone looks to every year. It's just a beautiful time to go around the township grounds. We also have the Veterans Committee here. We have 2 campfires. You can roast your marshmallows. We have free hot dogs provided by the Shelby Lions Club. Also cookies, and then of course Santa Claus is here. And we have the Utica JV dance team putting on a performance tonight. So we also have some local Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops that are going to be welcoming Santa really quick. So it's just a wonderful township event.
The evening came complete with caroling compliments of the Eisenhower Show Choir.
In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until somebody comes to knock him down.
And as the community joined together at this free family event, it was obvious that everyone was there anxiously awaiting the arrival of Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
With lots of excitement and smiles, it was time to light the township tree.
1, 2, 3.
I would like a gift card for Kohl's and just a couple other stores I like just to go shopping.
Keeping it simple. What about you?
A North Face jacket.
Awesome.
A bunny.
And why a bunny?
Well, I've wanted one for a year, but they're kind of expensive, like the kind I like, so.
Well, good luck. I want you to tell me, what is the best thing about Christmas?
Spending time with your family.
Christmas means to me like Santa Claus coming to town, Jesus' birthday, and getting some presents.
What about you?
Presents and Christ is born.
Santa Claus, presents, Jesus' birthday, and no school.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Another successful free family event brought to you by the Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department. Now it's time for me to get my holiday cheer on. Giddy up, boys. Giddy up.
Merry Christmas!
Okay, Stacy, I hope you all stayed warm out there. It's the giving season, and you can help people locally by taking part in a few charities in the area. We turn to the Shelby Community Foundation for a few charities that you can trust will go to a good cause. Nancy Bates from the Shelby Community Foundation tells us of a few, including Jamie's Smiles.
Jamie's Smiles Christmas Fund, and they help special needs children's families at this time of year. They've been doing this for a number of years also, and they buy coats, hats, gloves, clothes, food cards, gas cards that they give to the families. Because when you have a special needs child, even if you have really good insurance, sometimes it doesn't cover all the needs of that child. And then the last one is Friends of Foster Kids. That fund was started through us also. And they buy clothing items and, maybe a special gift for the child. People don't realize it, but last year they gave gifts to 900 children in Macomb County. There are only 180 licensed foster homes in Macomb County. So a lot of these kids might be from Macomb County, but they are not placed here because we don't have enough foster homes. Some of them are put in institutions, which is very sad because they'll have neglected and abused children put into the same building with children that are already having legal problems, criminal problems, delinquency, that type of thing.
You can go to our website, ShelbyTV.org, and we have the links to those websites for you for easy donation. The 5th annual Jingle Bell 5K Run is just around the corner. The 5K Run and Walk is open for all ages. Will be held on Sunday, December 14th at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to major charities like Lions Club and the Veterans Memorial. This holiday run always brings out a big crowd. Here's more information about what awards are given out to runners.
Like many of the races, we do the overall winners. We have a unique one, however. We have the overall 5K male and female winner, and then the overall 5K and male and female master winner. And we created a new category in honor of one of our very famous residents, Norm Killip, the Norm Killip Senior Master, which is 16 above. And we give 3 major trophies out. And along with it, they get their bag of coffee and they'll get their certificate as well. And then we have the awards for the individual age groups that we do, the medals now for the top 3 in each age group as well, which is kind of nice. And unofficially, I give an award to the top dog that finishes as well.
The unique race travels through Shelby. The race starts at the Shelby Township Senior Center, past Shelby Junior High, through Cherry Creek Golf Course to Mace Decker Park, around the lake and back to the Senior Center for the finish. Sponsors are always welcome. You can sign up right now to volunteer, run, or donate. Go to active.com or go to jinglebell5krun.com. Coming up, State of the County Address, County Honors, and an hour of code. Stay tuned.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Macomb County Executive Mark Hackel gave his 4th State of the County address. Hackel highlighted successes in the county, like the 18,000 businesses and growth in population since 2010. He emphasized there's more jobs for people and building opportunities not only in the county, but in surrounding areas as well.
From advanced manufacturing facilities to expansive agricultural operations, businesses across Macomb County are fueling sustainable economic growth. The momentum in our economy is no longer linked to a single entity, but a diverse network of industries that are transforming the way business is done. And manufacturing remains the bedrock of our economic resurgence. 4 years ago, people would have been skeptical of that statement. Manufacturing was criticized as being outdated as an industry. It was dull, dirty, boring, on its way to extinction. But here in Macomb County, we understood that the actual production is what is a vital component of the world's economy. Our steadfast commitment to Macomb County's manufacturing base has led to some surprising results here in Macomb County.
Over 1,100 people attended the State of the County at Macomb Community College. Hackel's favorite style of presentation, utilizing his stage space, Hackel focused on the downtown Utica proposed ballpark that would host a minor league baseball team, bringing money and people to the area. He also took a moment to recognize the late Richard Noddy, mayor of Sterling Heights, who passed away in October. After his speech that included a video showing the Comtech building in Mount Clemens, all who attended the event were invited to an afterglow party featuring food vendors from local Macomb County area restaurants, markets, and wineries. The waters are muddy after heavy rain showers caused sewage overflow into Lake St. Clair recently. Gallons of discharge typically dump into the lake and are treated with chlorine before sent into the waterways. It sounds like a big number, but experts say it could be worse. During 2014, massive sewage flushed into Lake St. Clair from the Red Run Drain, Clinton River, and other spots. According to a local newspaper, when the massive flood happened back in August, over 140 million gallons of untreated raw sewage got into the waters by our communities. Officials say these numbers seem high, but there's no danger to the public as rainwater dilutes the wastewater. With the end of the football season, county athletes were recognized for their success. Arthur Schenk explains.
The Macomb Daily Football Awards dinner was held this past week, and despite De La Salle being named County Team of the Year and Dakota's Antonio Balabini being named County Player of the Year, both Utica and Eisenhower were well represented at the event. Earning first-team All-County honors on offense for the Utica Chieftains was junior running back Kumanu Gwilly. In only his second year of organized football, Gwilly often carried the Chieftain offense. With bruising running that hid deceptive speed, he rushed for 1,944 yards and 15 TDs. Not to mention becoming quite a force on the defensive side of the ball. Already getting looks from D1 college teams, Kumanu will surely be a force to be reckoned with for the Utica Chieftains in 2015. For the Eisenhower Eagles, senior kicker Rob Smith received first-team All-County honors. Smith, who doesn't fit the look of your average high school kicker, came up big on many occasions for the Eagles. Winning second-team honors on offense is Utica's senior lineman, Josh Yeager. For Eisenhower, winning honors were 6'3", 265-pound senior lineman Trevor Curl and 6'3" senior tight end Logan Friedel. Over on first-team defense, Eisenhower's Colin Kosiniak, the 6'1", 215 senior, who often played larger than his size, gets rewarded for his inspiring play in the 2014 season. And earning a spot on the second-team defense was Utica's 6'1", 270-pound senior lineman, Austin Kowalczyk. Austin's strength and size were also matched by his unexpected speed when chasing down ball carriers. Earning honorable mention for all county awards were Eisenhower's 5'11" junior defensive back, Brendan Rubicki, and 205-pound senior linebacker Chad Sherry, who also had some big moments as a running back. Earning honorable mention for the Chieftains was Utica's linebacker, Michael Madej. Congratulations to all in their county-wide recognition. For Shelby This Week, I'm Arthur Schenk.
It's amazing to see all the sportsmanship in the area. A local elementary school is joining in on an international effort on the largest education event in history. Beacon Tree Elementary joined over 100 organizations to take part of the Hour of Code program. The Hour of Code goes on the week of December 8th through the 14th, providing lessons in writing computer codes.
There's some statistics that show that by the year 2020, there'll be 1.4 million jobs for computer science, and only 400,000 people are going into that. So, and especially with females. So I think that if they can get this experience now, that maybe we can put some impact for our students. So.
Well, it's kind of problem solving, and it's kind of like sometimes you mess up and you just have to like figure it out and try it in many different ways, and like if it didn't work, then you just have to do it in a different way.
15 million students tried computer science through the Hour of Code initiative last year. It's at Beacon Tree for the second year in a row. It was also on Google, MSN, Yahoo, and Disney. Students put their robotic thinking caps on recently for the annual LEGO Robotics event held for Utica Community Schools. 3 teams from Schweitzer Elementary built a LEGO robot and used their teamwork skills and knowledge about science and geography.
Our theme is how can we help people learn geography, and we figured we are doing this by doing a video chat across classroom to classroom, teaching each other about the different states. Like for example, like if it was Michigan to Texas, we might show them snow or something like that.
Our LEGO task is to find a way how we can improve geography, and what it is doing is helping kids in other classes learn geography by talking to each other using a video chat-like software.
We use the robot to like get through like different types of courses, and if we succeed in the courses will it'll earn us more points.
Coach Kirk and Coach Julie say a furry friend accidentally broke their robot, but with hard work and dedication, they got through the robotic bump in the road and pressed on with their Lego robotic project. We'll tell you how their teams fared in the competition. There was a robbery at a local gas station. It happened Sunday, November 30th, around 7 p.m. Police were called to the Marathon gas station on the northwest corner of 23 and Mound. Police say a man came into the Marathon gas station and robbed the clerk at gunpoint, then took off. The clerk called 911 immediately. Several police showed up to the scene of the crime. No leads yet on who robbed the gas station. The investigation is still open. Local businessmen developed a new blend of tunes, and it's catching on quick around the U.S. Sam Monaco and Chris Cimitero wanted to get into business together. Both have a love for music and found a gap between mainstream music and indie music they wanted to fill. That's where Our Tunes was born.
So what we came up with was the idea for Our Tunes of, let's have the mainstream music fans. So now we have a big fan base that we can actually promote our indie artists too. And that's where we came up with the idea, and we launched it back in 2011.
Companies like Pandora and Spotify have independent music but don't promote it. Our Tunes is a new music app that blends new artists in with famous artists.
We're blending those artists into the mainstream stations. So as you're listening to your favorite artists of today that you hear on the local radio station, you're going to find local artists just by listening to that station. So it's a real easy, fun way to discover new music.
There's a lot of bands in our area and all over the country that are signing up, and they upload music themselves. It comes directly to me, we approve it as a team, and then we figure out where to put it and if we can force include it into mainstream stations or not. And then also I work on indie artist outreach, just trying to find new bands.
Our Tunes thinks of themselves as a network, a community that doesn't exclude anyone.
We are a website with all different genres, from adult contemporary to jazz, all the way to hip hop, rap, even the new electronic music, electronic pop and electronic dance and everything in between. We just launched our Christmas station as well, so getting ready for the holidays, and yeah, we accept a lot of different genres. So we have about, I think, over 70 or 75 different stations, maybe more, and we're constantly building on them and creating more of them as well. So we've gone to festivals and met musicians along the way, so it kind of just, is just, grassroots networking and getting our face out there as well as, doing it on the computer.
Our Tunes creators have been friends for years, longtime Shelby Township residents and Eisenhower graduates. Our Tunes is free, but if you pay, you get more incentives.
All you have to do is, if you have an iPhone or Android app, you go to the Google Play Store for Android, the iPhone store. You can download Our Tunes just by typing it in. And also if you go to the website, ourtunes.com, you can sign up. It's quick, easy, and right away you can start listening to music.
We're growing. We have users in every state. We have artists from New York to California, and we're doing it all right out of here, so it's really gratifying.
I could go on for days about all the talent that we have in Shelby and the surrounding Metro Detroit area.
New artists can sign up, and listeners can hear any kind of music: rock, country, blues, dance, and more. They'll keep hitting the festivals as long as you keep dialing in to Our Tunes. This year marks the final performance for the Fred Hill Briefcase Drill Team in America's Thanksgiving Parade. So sad. The group, made up of 16 members under the direction of Fred Hill, have appeared in hundreds of parades in the past 30 years. The first parade ever for the group was the Detroit Thanksgiving Parade back in 1985. Since then, they've marched at the Indy 500 Parade, Navy Pier in Chicago, and the Thanksgiving Parade in New York. The drill team, always stepping out in suits with briefcases in hand, marched their first parade in Detroit, and this year was their last Detroit parade. A bittersweet end for this famous group. The reason for retiring? Fred Hill says because it's a step with the new times. No one carries briefcases anymore. Fred Hill's briefcase team will be missed in Detroit. Here's a tough label to chew. A recent World Trade Organization ruling was appealed by the Obama administration. The ruling wanted to have limited meat labeling, meaning companies would not be required to list the national origin of beef, pork, and other meats sold in the United States. The U.S. wants the disclosures, so we know where our meat is from. The WTO says that's discriminatory. This is an ongoing food fight between the United States Department of Agriculture, Canada, and Mexico. We have some other interesting health news for you. High drivers may get pulled over. Researchers are working on a breath test to determine if a driver is under the influence of marijuana. Police have a test for alcohol, but they don't have a tool to test for marijuana impairment. Right now, police use blood tests to check for THC in a driver's blood. Now, chemists are using technology to work on breath tests for THC. We may see pot breath tests by next year to get high drivers off the road. The age-old question, though, is, does marijuana really impair driving abilities? Here's our Did You Know segment of the news. Some Did You Know facts about the holidays. Did you know Alabama was the first state to declare Christmas as a legal holiday back in 1836? Oklahoma was the last state in the U.S. to declare Christmas a legal holiday in 1907. Ebenezer Scrooge's original catchphrase was "Bah Christmas," not "Bah Humbug." Did you know that Bing Crosby's White Christmas, released in 1942, is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? Those were some Did You Know facts about Christmas for you that you probably didn't know before. Up next, a symphony concert that's truly a work of art. Stay tuned.
Yes, ready. Go get it.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
The Macomb Symphony Orchestra has given our community incredible concerts over the years. There was one concert recently at Macomb Community College that captured the sounds of the holidays. We leave you now with the Macomb Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Thomas Cook. Thanks for watching.